Okay, so welcome to another Stoney Creek Tech Talk. This time we're talking about a really cool new fabric and garment, and it's called the StealthShell. So this is going to be your take it everywhere, do everything sort of garment. A lot of guys are a bit confused about how to use this, like when do I use it, you know? But the thing is, you will use this most of the time. So it's got a high CFM rating, so it's going to block a lot of wind, but it's going to breathe incredibly well. It's going to provide you a bit of warmth, it's going to shed a bit of water, it's going to cut a bit of wind. Really comfortable to wear with all the stretch in it as well. So if you're looking for something for a bit of warmth, a bit of weather protection, not going to overheat in it, it's going to be super durable as well. It's going to be nice and quiet. So if you're going to be doing any sort of technical hunting in it, this is a great garment to have as well. Packs up really small. It does everything really, really well. So it's a great garment to have as part of your arsenal, really.
Right. Okay, Gary, those that are a bit more familiar with our product catalog, you would just put in the range.
Yeah, no, so if you've got a Frostline jacket, but you don't want anything quite as heavy or warm as a Frostline jacket, or something more breathable, more active, more stretch, you'd go to that end of things. If you're looking at the stalking pullover, it's just a lighter weight, slightly shorter version of the stalking pullover. So you're going to have that same nice silence to it, that good breathability to it, and that layer of protection that you just need as well. So, yeah.
Okay. Kerry, you mentioned CFM rating. What's the CFM rating?
Oh, CFM rating, that's a rating of how much air is actually able to pass through a fabric. So if something's got a 0 CFM rating, it blocks 100% of the wind. So like the Frostline, for example. And then if you've got 0 CFM, then 100% all the wind comes through it. So like an open mesh, if you like. So it's just measuring how much wind actually is able to get through the garment. This sits at a 4 CFM. So what that means in reality, it lets about 60 to 70% blocks 60 to 70% of the wind. Having that little bit of wind or air trickle through there is a real advantage because it helps dry up any moisture that's trapped underneath the garment. So again, if you're doing that active stalking where you're hot and then you're stopping for a while, this is a great garment for that because that'll actually allow you to dry underneath it, so you're going to keep you comfortable, more comfortable as the day goes on. Okay, so we've got some great features, but the real key thing to this garment is the fabric. We've developed this ActiveTech Stealth fabric. When you feel it, you know, it's brushed on the inside, so really nice, a little bit of warmth holds it off your skin on the inside, but it's got the super durable outer face on it. It's a really tightly woven face. That's what helps give it that high CFM rating, and also gives it incredible durability as well. We do what's called a Martindale test on this. We're like a rub test, if you like. This garment's been rubbed over 100,000 times and it was absolutely fine after that. So it shows a really high abrasion resistance, which is great if you're using it out in the field, if you're crawling around in it, if you're pushing through scrub in it, you just don't have to worry about this garment. It's going to handle a jandal. So. Okay, so like I say, the fabric is the key to this garment, but it's got some really good features as well. So if you come over this, I'll show you them quickly. We've got a couple of big chest pockets in there, so a great place to stash any gear that you've got. Sit nice and low profile though as well, so don't get in the way of any harnesses or any bino holders or anything like that you're wearing. You'll notice it's got a fully featured hood. You've got 3 levels of adjustment, so you've got a crown adjustment at the back plus 2 at the front, so hold it down in place. Really nice big deep hand pockets tucked away to the sides so they don't hook up, but then they've got good closing zips on those as well. There's a little bit of extra length at the back, so we have dropped the tail again. So you have got that nice drop tail there, so you get really good coverage around the back. So it stops any wind or anything coming up through the back of it, especially if you're bending or sitting. And then we've put those grip strips on the shoulders, keeps your rifle sling in place as you're carrying that round. So it's a really good garment to wear all day, every day. Chuck your hard shell, chuck your new Guardian jacket or your knits jacket over top of this, and have this as a mid-layer insulation garment if you need to as well. So yeah.
Favourite among the bow hunters, eh?
Oh, it's going to be great for those guys. Anybody who's looking for something where they're going to be moving a lot, but they want to keep the noise down and have something that they can actually move and stretch in, it's a great garment for that for sure. Yeah. StealthShell, get one. Okay, so although a question we get asked is it waterproof? It doesn't have a waterproof membrane or anything in it that would really inhibit the way that the garment's able to breathe and work. But we have got a really good C6 DWR on the face of it, so it will shed a lot of water and will help it dry a lot faster as well. So it gives you that bit of extra protection you need before you have to actually put your rain shell on.
DWR, that's pretty hot topic at the moment here.
Oh man, don't get me started on DWRs. There's a lot of chat around PFC free or environmentally friendly DWRs. There is a C6 and a C0 DWR. We can use either, we can use both, but we've chosen to use a C6 DWR on most of our technical hunting products. And the reason for that is a C6 DWR will handle water no problem. It'll also handle oils and also handle blood. There is no C0 DWR on the market at the moment that could actually have any oleophobicity to it, so it won't actually handle any oil or any blood. And what that means is as soon as you get into contact in the real world, that C0 is going to break down, it's going to let you down. So we use a C6. We do use C0 on some products where they're not going to be in such heavy environments, but anything like the Stealth Shells, like the Guardians, where you're actually going to be out there in real world environments, we still stand by a C6 DWR until we can find something to replace that. So, yeah.